see Nana and Pop. And everybody else. Yay! So, it's been a drought here in Texas. Like, everything's dead. You've probably seen in the vlogs. The grass is literally crunchy brown. Like, everything's dead. It's like we live in the desert or something. But now, the day that we drive into Dallas at 6 a.m., it's a flood. So if that doesn't tell you what it's like here, I don't know what does. It's either a drought or a flood. We just, you know, have to take it to the extreme. So there is literally, you guys are probably even seeing on the news wherever you are, especially if you're in America, because my dad saw it this morning. Dallas is flooded, and I mean, we're in Dallas right now. Dallas is pretty, a lot of different areas of Dallas, so we're not at the airport yet, but we're in Dallas, and a part of it. And we just went through actually Plano, which is where we did IVF. And so anyway, we had to take a different route because of like, I think like an accident or something. And then I know they were saying like some roads are probably going to be affected and closed even, which thankfully we're not driving back today. So I think if we drove back it would be worse because it's supposed to rain all day today. So thankfully we're not going back for over a week. So we'll be good on that front, hopefully. But we're all good. We're safe. I just hate driving in this weather. I'm not driving, but being in the car. Something.
Let's take a look at your
He's getting tired. Had to wake up early. Baby carriers are awesome.
Southwest Airlines for your travel today. If Chicago is home for you, let us be the first ones to say, welcome home.
A dog?
Hi, Dewey. Hi.
I cannot.
I think it tickles his belly. He tickles us up.
Yay!
Oh, you're doing it. And his baby swing on it.
Yay! It's okay. Don't squeeze it, you might hurt it. So small. It's a baby.
I'll set it up. She said, I gotta come in and change because I spilled grape juice all over me. And I was like, okay. Surprise!
Hi. Are you excited?
Hi.
I've been planning it for a long time.
Shalia, you want to hug her?
Hi. I missed you.
Hey, Janessa. Gotcha.
Hello, it's Wednesday.
Mama, where'd the ball go?
Where is it? Where'd it go?
There it is. Where'd the ball go?
Sounds playing.
Uh-oh, it's all gone.
We are at my mom and dad's, obviously. We made it finally on Monday after
Oh, dear.
the longest day of flights being delayed. Dallas is flooding. I still don't really understand what that has to do with the flights, but everything was delayed. A lot of people waited even longer than we did. It was like the longest day. I have flown obviously several times, but I've never had delays like that. We did have one other day where they kept, it was like a weird day where we had to like take alternate routes and stuff one time. But we've never had just like sitting in the airport, like nothing happening for literally hours. We were supposed to leave at 11:55. We ended up not leaving until like 4. And so then we land in Chicago, and we have a couple hour drive after Chicago as well. So it was a really long day. Zion did amazing. He was very, very happy, and he did amazing. So I was very impressed with how he handled it. I knew he would do good, but I feel like me and Manny were like more tired and like annoyed than he was. He did amazing with the whole day. So anyway, we're here. We surprised my niece yesterday, and we've just had a good time. The weather is much better here than it is in Texas. It's cooler. And, I mean, literally, even if it was like 90 degrees, it would feel so much better because Texas has been burning. So, the little man is having a great time. Hi! He's waving hi. He came over to say hi to everybody. Yes, he knows how to be on camera. He's having a great time. Look, hi. Oh, give him kissies? Hi. Oh, hello. We can see your teeth. Oh my goodness.
Show me a new toy, wasn't it?
Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Wheels on the bus go round.
Oh, that was funny.
Bus go round and round, round and
Don't do it, buddy. Yay! You keep saying yay. Hey! He is having a great time. He's loving it. You see that? You want a pancake? Should we have a pancake?
oh,
Talk.
thank you.
Say hi. Yes?
Dad? I'm not Dad.
All right, say bye. Bye. Oh, get it away? Okay.
Bye.
Okay, he said get it away. He pushed it away. He's looking at it like he's so confused.
Oh, God,
Come here. Come here. Wow. Come over here. We're renovating. Come over here. Look at these jammies. Wow. They're size 2T. Hi, he said you see him. He does that every time. Hi. Yes, you've got your jammies on. Say hi to them. Hi, everybody. My fall jammies are on in their size 2T, and I'm not going to be able to fit in them for too long. You're vlogging? Say vlog. Oh. Good morning. It's this Saturday or Friday? Saturday morning. We are on the trail that we used to walk on when we lived at home for a short time before we moved to Texas, And so we came out here this morning. My mom's with us, me and Manny and Zion, and we are just going on a little walk, get some coffee, just enjoying the morning. We have like a family get together later today. Zion's gonna be taking his nap when we get home. I packed him a sandwich that maybe he'll eat in a minute, so yeah, we're just enjoying our morning. Are you glad we came on a fall date this morning?
I am. I love to walk.
You didn't want to come, but when you got here, you enjoyed it, didn't you?
I love to walk.
If we lived here, we would be walking buddies every day.
Yes.
That's what she keeps saying. Having snack time. It's a little bright on the way back. We're heading back right now, and the sun is a little bright. I'm trying to stay in my shadow. I'm trying to provide shade, but I think it's really working.
This is the way we go to Nana's house. It's so hard to get to Nana's house. This is the way we go. Yeah.
Make sure we get to that mouse. You don't get it.
Yeah. And he surely would, probably.
That's a fact.
Start putting his mouth.
He does walk really good for his age. Come on. Those kids aren't even walking at that age.
I tripped him. I tried.
Your muscles are getting bigger. Are you video? I thought he was taking a picture and I go like this, Justin. He goes, I'm videoing.
My goodness, I've been through it. Say hi. Hi. He likes the big cat better than the kittens, so.
What is it, buddy? Hello, handsome.
You can walk in the grass. Come over here.
Their grass isn't crusty like ours, is it? It's just regular grass.
Show Nana.
Oh, be careful. Be nice.
Hello.
Today's Sunday. We are outside. It's actually really warm here. Nothing like Texas, but nothing like Texas has been. I think actually Texas is similar right now at this very moment, but it's warm and it gets cooler at night though. That's one thing I do love about Indiana and the Midwest. Even in the summer, it cools off at night, and in the morning you saying hi? He's waving a hi. Hi, sweet boy. He loves to be on camera. Yes. My nieces are here, and we've been playing with them. My dad's cat had kittens, so they were looking at the kittens, and Zion is more interested in the mama cat. He was like very interested in her, and he's learning all the animal sounds. He's so cute. Oh my goodness, hi. He's learning all the animal sounds, so we walked outside and the cat came up and he was like, woof woof. Even though obviously that's not what cats say. I think he got a little bit confused because he's learning dog right now. Hello, he's very big into the camera. He loves that. Hi, Jalea. Did you put the kitties away? Yeah? So anyway, we're just kind of hanging out outside a little bit. And we go back home in 2 days back to Texas, and flying to Dallas on Tuesday. So we're hoping that it isn't like outrageously raining or like just bad weather. It's just that's how it was on the way here, and I just can't do it again. So I'm really hoping that we're not having any flight delays or whatever. I'm literally praying for that. I don't want to talk about leaving. I'm not really in the mood to talk about leaving right now. It's going to be a very hard one for me. I haven't been home in 3 years almost, and it was just so needed. but he's like loving the camera. This is actually where Manny and I got married, in this gazebo right here, showing you a little show and tell. That's where we got married, and all the flowers were all up. It was in May, and everything was beautiful. Hi, sweet boy, I love you. He is a vlogger. And then my parents have a basketball court that I was playing on. My parents have a beautiful home, number one, that my dad built. And then over here, because that's what my dad always did, he was in construction and everything. And then over here, they have a basketball court, and it's really nice. They have just like really beautiful house, a lot of land, just really beautiful, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of cornfield. And you don't appreciate that when you live here, but it's been just so nice to just kind of like get away. It's literally felt like a vacation. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, baby. He loves the outside, and he loves to vlog. He is a vlogger. Yeah. So Manny's here. It's just a really beautiful evening, and tomorrow's really our last day, so just gonna soak up every moment that we have. It's cracking me up. Soak up every moment that we have and just really enjoy the time that we have. Just really appreciate it. I mean, obviously, today's Sunday, so we took today off. We're taking vacation time for this trip. So took today off and watched the service online. Everything went great. And been in contact with everybody. They say everything went great, and yeah, so I'm just glad that everything's good there. And we've just really unplugged and just relaxed, honestly. Typically, if we go on a trip like this, even when we went to England, we're still doing things, and we're still planning things, and we're still doing all of that. And honestly, on this trip, I just didn't want to do that. As much as I love, you know, what I get to do, I just really honestly needed a break, and I needed just some time at home. I haven't been here since 2019. So it's been really so needed. It has refreshed me so much. I didn't know how much I needed to come home. I desperately needed to come home, and I'm just so thankful that we got to. It's going to be extremely hard to leave because this has been the most refreshing trip I've had in years. I just really was at a place where I needed just to come home for a while. I missed it. Missed all the people. I was so sad that my nieces, you know, hadn't gotten to meet Zion, and my sister, like nobody really had except for one of my sisters, brother-in-law, and my parents, and one of my nephews. So everybody else hadn't, and some still haven't, because college started back up. So one of my nephews still hasn't met him because he's gone to college. So we're gonna have to plan another trip. On Manny's side of the family, the only person who has met him is his dad. So that's obviously really hard too. And of course, if you don't know, we've even gotten comments and questions about why don't we go back to England or whatever. I remember we got a comment about that a while back. It's just, honestly, obviously that's a much bigger trip than going to Indiana, or we would have already done that. And this is the first trip to Indiana we've even had, even though that's so much easier, since 2019. So just with jobs and with, obviously it's just it's a big trip in a lot of ways, financially, and just taking time off, and with a baby. You know, obviously it's a long flight. I've only done it one time, and I struggled with it, so I know, obviously, he does great. He's a very easy baby. Amazing. But of course, it's hard for anybody to go on a long haul flight like that, where it's like, you're there for a while. So, Zion has loved it here. He's loved meeting everybody. He's just done so well. He took a few days to warm up to my dad. He's seen my dad before, but like twice. But only once, that recently, when he turned 1 a couple months ago. But with men, he just takes a little bit more time, and so he took a little bit of time, like a couple of days, but now he's like loving him. He's doing so well. He laughs at him and has fun with him, and it's been amazing to watch. So yeah, been really great. We also learned a new trick. Can you say, how old are you? You're 1. Anyway, he's waving now. Can you say, I'm 1? Yes. He loves the camera. He's like.
Tell him to be quiet. I'm trying to eat with Papa.
What does a lion say? Yeah. What does a cow say? Yes.
Cow.
What about a duck?
How about a duck? What does a duck say? Yeah, quack, quack, quack. Good. You're so smart.
Zion.
What does a lion say?
Zion. What does a dog say? Just say it louder. What does a dog say?
What does a doggy say?
Dogs are secretive. Look over here. What's the dog say? Hey, what does a dog say?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's 574. It's 574.
Good morning. It is Monday morning. We are at a coffee shop. Zion is actually at home with my mom and sister. He's taking a nap, so we ran to the coffee shop while he's napping. They're watching him on the monitor. And we're gonna go into the coffee shop. We went here the other day and I really liked it, so I wanted to get it one more time before we leave. We leave tomorrow, which is just very sad and gonna be very hard. But I look extremely tired. I am feeling really tired today. I think I'm also just very much dreading leaving, so just kind of like, today's a little bit of a struggle, but we're gonna try to enjoy it the best we can and get us some coffee. Waiting for their coffee, and I really need to like pull myself together today. I think I am going to. Then we're gonna take some family pictures later, so I'm gonna get ready a little bit today. I think I've gained a few pounds since being here because I've been treating it like a vacation, even though it's just coming home. And I have been eating whatever I want, and like I don't even think about it. My sister brought donuts this morning again, the second time. I'll just show you guys. They are literally the best donuts I have ever had in my life. They're so good, and they only have it here. It's a place that I had never been to though. I mean, I guess I don't know that. They might have it in other states, but we don't have them near us in Texas. I think it's like a local thing. Anyway, definitely gonna go home and eat some more of those. Okay, finally got that. Kind of took a minute, but it's gonna be worth it. Huh? Take a picture real quick? Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay. Manny's gonna drive. I'm so excited about this. They asked me if I wanted cold foam or whipped cream. I was like, if you got cold foam, I want cold foam. So this place is called Big B Coffee. I know that they have this place other places. I think this is a chain actually. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I know it's other places, so I think it might be like a chain. It must be a train, yeah. But I got the iced teddy bear. I know that guy. Iced teddy bear with cold foam, because like I said, last time they gave me whipped cream, and I typically just say no whip at coffee shops. I don't usually do the whipped cream, even though I like it. I just typically don't do it. But today she was like, do you want whipped cream or cold foam? It's like, I think she's like sweet cold foam or something, sweet cream. It's like, that's what I want, because I always love cold foam, and it looks like legit cold foam. That's delicious. That's mayonnaise. He got honey, cinnamon, vanilla or something. Wow. Was it worth it, Manny? Worth our little drive for our 10-minute date? Delicious. I'm very impressed. I really like their coffee. I made my mom take me in there the other day because I wanted to go to some kind of coffee shop. When I was growing up here, we never had coffee shops. That was like not a thing. The closest place was Starbucks, and that is a little bit over 45 minutes probably by the time you get to Starbucks away from here. So I went to Starbucks when I was in high school pretty often because I was in that town a lot that had Starbucks. I went to church there. I ended up working there every day. So, and worked at the church that I grew up in. And so anyway, I was there a lot. I went to Starbucks and Dunkin'. They had both of those. But like actual coffee shops, like small shops and stuff, that was not really a thing when I was younger, at least in our area. Obviously it was a thing other places, but in our area we just didn't really have that. I don't live in a very big area that would, like, at that time have been a very big appeal. But now there's like several, and I think it's doing pretty well. So anyway, I'm excited about that because they have several coffee shops. Last time we were here, we went to another one that's in a town really close to my mom and dad that I also was in all the time. So anyway, I'm like happy because coffee shops are like if I go on a vacation, if I go anywhere, I'm looking for a coffee shop. I love to try out different places. It's just something that I really enjoy. I'm like very into coffee, not just like to have it in the morning and move on, but I genuinely love coffee. I love to try different things. I love to make my own coffee. Typically, you know, that's what we do when we're at home. And so anyway, yeah, it's just a really fun little morning. This is it looks like we're going way faster than we are on this camera. Promise we're not flying down this road. But this is the cornfield near my house. If you have ever been to this part of the country, this is essentially what it looks like. If you go on a trip, it looks like this for literally hours, all through Indiana, Illinois, especially Indiana. Indiana's very corny, very full of corn. That corn is actually getting pretty high there, but anyway, growing up,
cause accidents.
Yes, like Manny said, it's like kind of dangerous because the corn will grow all the way to the road. Like you can't even see if something's coming. It's just something you get used to. And also you have to watch for deer because my parents live in a game preserve, which obviously there's a lot of deer. So that's just, this is what it's like out here. This is where I grew up. This is what we did. I used to actually like run on these roads. I'd go for runs, and I used to really enjoy doing that before my scoliosis diagnosis. After that, I kind of had to stop running. But anyway, this is what it looks like. Country, middle of nowhere country. I'll show you even further on, like closer to my parents' house. It's just the middle of nowhere. But they always say, I was gonna say that back there, but about the corn, because I said the corn was getting high, like getting high up there. They always say that if it's knee high by the 4th of July, it'll be good corn. I think that's something people don't probably realize about me. Even though I'm from the Midwest, it's essentially like being in the South. It's literally like country people that have these little phrases that they say, and it's definitely not, you know, like a city vibe by any means, but it's home. Yeah, a lot of people from this area are from Kentucky particularly, and just the South in general. So anyway, I like to show the area that I grew up in and everything, because people always ask me, people that I know like in my day-to-day personal life, they always ask like why I moved to a small town and stuff, and how I like living in a small town, because we live in a small town in Texas. But even that town is nothing like this. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, and I'm not gonna lie and say that I enjoyed it. I mean, I had a great childhood and everything. I'm not complaining about that. Like I had, you know, a great life here, living here, but it definitely wasn't like exciting to me. Like I looked so forward to moving away, and not away from family, because that part was and still is absolutely like heartbreaking for me. I've had a very hard time with that because I'm very close to them, but it's hard. But you know, I wanted to move away so bad because I just live in the middle of nowhere. You got to travel like an hour to go anywhere. It's hard. It's not like extremely fun to me because it's just not my vibe. This is really close to my parents. This isn't obviously more field. I mean, this is just what it looks like out here. It's not going to start looking any different. This is just the way that it looks. This is actually the specific road I used to run on when I would go on runs. But here's a funny little fact. I was afraid to go on runs by myself. Still am. I just don't like to go out by myself. You hear too many crazy things happening. See, this is what Manny means. The corn will literally grow like up to the road, and like right now it isn't bad at the time of year, but it will at times be like where you can't see the road. Anyway, my parents would drive behind me and follow me when I would go on runs, because I wanted to work out. I was in high school, you know, wanted to like stay thin and all that. I was extremely thin in high school, and running helped with that. And so I enjoyed it and I wanted to do it, but they would have to drive behind me in order for me to run, which is so funny. But anyway, this is where I grew up. Okay. I'm going up to brush my teeth real quick. I have to tell you guys a story. I'm not going to tell the full story right now because I have to go wake Zion up because we're about to leave for the airport. But last night there was a bat in our room. We slept downstairs last night. Literally loaded the mattress downstairs because I'm traumatized.
Thanks for the fire alarm.
He look like he's been to the gym. Can you tell Pop Pop bye-bye? That's Nana, but look over here.
I'm Pop Pop. Pop Pop.
We love you, Pop Pop. We love you so much. Say bye-bye. Give him lovies. Give him lovies. Alright, we love you so much, Pop.
There you are. Where'd he go? There he is. Where'd he go? Bye-bye, Zion.
You're about
Came out of hiding to wave.
Siri and giving me
Bye-bye,
advice.
Zion. Where'd he go? Are you kidding me?
He's talking about Devin.
Tell him bye. Tell him bye.
You're not gonna get worked up in here, bud.
Say bye-bye. Throw him kisses. Throw kisses.
Did you give him love?
Come here.
Oh, there's Jericho.
Say bye-bye.
There's your friend Jericho.
Say bye-bye. Yeah, going home. Bye-bye. I love you.
He said,
Stop.
he was saying that something. It's okay, baby. We're gonna keep walking.
Give me my kiss.
Nice. Oh, we love Nene. He kind of smiled.
That's enough. Stop.
He kind of smiled.
You're welcome. Anytime. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Zion. I love you. We got this, right? I don't want to go. I know you don't. You have to. You have to go get your baby. Say we love you. Bye, baby. Bye-bye. Kisses. Kisses. Mwah.
Morning, Rose. And Zion. You'll see me again, okay?
Baby's nice. She's so nice. She's giving me lovies.
We'll probably see you in a few months. You're welcome.
Bringing up, taking up,
Anytime.
feeding up.
Love you guys.
Good night. Enjoying kisses?
You're doing kisses, huh? Okay. We made it home. We made it back to Texas. We're in our house right now. Everything's everywhere because our suitcases are just literally thrown down. But I want to tell you guys really quickly. So he's waving hi. Hello. So really quickly, a couple things. So like I said, last night, Manny and I didn't tell you the story this morning, but I wanted to tell you. Manny and I were in my old, like, closet. Like, it was my music room when I was growing up, but it's attached to my closet. We're sitting in there packing our stuff, and all of a sudden, Manny says, a bat, a bat. And then I look over, and this bat, literally it looked huge. It wasn't huge, but it looked huge in the time when it was flying. Started flying at me, literally grazed my shoulder with its wing, and I'm just like hysterical because literally bats are like one of my top things. I can't do it. I just cannot do that. This is horrible. So anyway, we ran out and told my parents. They come up, and long story short, they're trying to find this bat for the longest time. Can't find it. My dad's like, it probably flew out the window because he opened the window when he was in there. Probably flew out, and you're fine. Just go to bed. I'm like, I am not staying here. I'm going to my sister. I said I was going to my sister's house because I was not going to sleep there with a baby, with possibly a bat on the loose. I'm not going to do that. And so they're like, okay, well, we'll pack your stuff. They're really great. Like, we'll pack your stuff up since I was not going in there. I mean, I would have if I had to, but I really did not want to. It was very, like, I was, like, almost traumatized from that. I was very stressed. So, anyway, and then we can go to your sister's. And my mom wanted to stay there, too, because she didn't want to stay with the bat either. So, then, all of a sudden, Manny goes into the room. My dad was sitting in there with the lights off because he thought that's what he needed to do for a bat. And he was sitting in a chair next to the window with the lights off to see if he could spot it and, you know, try to get it. Well, Manny walks in, and the bat is on the curtain, literally, above my dad's head. Like, it was like almost on my dad's head. And my dad didn't even see it. I guess it blended in with the curtain. My mom didn't see it. My dad didn't see it. My mom even shook the curtains. Thankfully, she didn't grab the bat when she did that. Anyway, so they found it. The bat was taken care of. And we stayed there, but we did not stay upstairs. We brought the mattress literally downstairs. So that was our night last night. And obviously, I slept pretty good, but I didn't get the best rest. I kept waking up thinking that there was going to be another bat, even though we've never had that problem. I think it actually came in through the door being open during a storm yesterday. My dad was looking out. I think he probably accidentally let it in. Because we've never had that issue. I lived there for 20 years, and I've never seen a bat in the house. So, anyway, it was one of those fluke things, like weird things that happen, but thankfully everything's good. I was terrified, but everything's good. And then today, we come to the airport this morning in Chicago. He's playing with a Reese Pieces box. So we come to the airport in Chicago. Here, what about this one? Do you like this one? Perfect. And Zion is the best traveler. He did amazing. Both times, there and back, he did amazing. And actually, on the way back today, he slept for most of the flight, other than the last, like, 40 minutes. So, it's not a long flight anyway, but he slept a good amount of the time. Most of the time, we were at the airport, which wasn't long today, thankfully. Last time, we were delayed a bunch. Today was really quick. But then he slept through a lot of the flight. He did amazing. When he woke up, he just had his little snacks and hung out and was so happy. All the ride home, he was happy. And because we had to drive from Dallas to home after the flight, which is a couple of hours. And then when we were almost home, he fell asleep in the car, which he never does. So maybe that's the start of him being able to fall asleep in the car seat, which he normally doesn't need to do that anyway. But hello. Did you want to say hi? He loves the camera. He loves the camera like his mama. Oh. Also, he peed on me on the flight, so there was that too. It's hilarious because we were thinking, like, hopefully he doesn't poop on the flight because we really didn't want to change a poopy diaper in the airport. Oh, you're so sweet. In the airplane. And he didn't. He pooped when we got home, but he peed. His diaper leaked on the flight, which I think was because he had been in the wrap carrier, which is amazing for taking naps on the go. The Kia Babies wrap carrier is just amazing. I love that thing so much. I've used it since he was a newborn. But sometimes if you get it on a certain way, it'll push the diaper, I think, over a little bit and cause him to leak. I mean, you can adjust it to where it doesn't do that, but I don't always think of that. So anyway, he leaked, and we had to change his pants and his diaper, obviously, and I still had the pants on and he peed on, so there's that. But it was a really turbulent, what do you need, baby? You want one of these? Here you go. He loves these. It was a super turbulent flight, and so we couldn't really get up most of the time, and when he had peed through, we couldn't get up. The seatbelt light was on, and they were like getting really upset with people for getting up. And so I told Manny, like, I can't just let him sit, and his pants were very wet. I was like, I can't just let him sit here through the rest of this flight. So we just changed him in the seat. Manny kind of covered him up with the backpack. We were sitting by the window, so nobody would even know we did that probably. Nobody would probably even know that we changed him, but we just kind of covered him up. And we had these, those Pampers, I think like Pampers 360 or something like that. They're basically pull-ups, but they're diapers. We had those because I accidentally bought them. But, because they didn't have a lot of options at Walmart. But it really worked out good because all I had to do was like rip that one off and pull a pull-up on him, like, because we were in the airplane. It was really helpful. But anyway, we're home now, and I wanted to show you guys my friend Krista and her mom, which is a really, they're like family to us here. You guys know that. Her mom is one of our pastors, and we just get, you know, to work for them, but also work with them and be literally, I feel like they're family to us. So I wanted to show you guys what they left for us. But Zion is carrying a couple of things away right as we speak. So let me show you guys. So we came in. Krista had told me she was going to come in. She knows how to get into our house. But this little fall sign, which they know fall is my favorite, and so I'm really excited. I told Krista when I get home, I'm going to decorate. So that's there. And then they have this because they brought us dinner, so that goes with that. And then some little candies, which I think they know that Manny really likes gummy candies. I do too, but Manny, like, it's his favorite. These little Reese Pieces and chips to go with dinner. Thought that was like the cutest thing, but that isn't even all that it is. There's obviously dinner, and here they brought some meat. And then they also brought a Texas special, like, you have to have this if you're a Texan, Bluebell ice cream. So I'd never even had Bluebell until I moved here 4 years ago. They didn't have it anywhere that I was, but they have it here, and Bluebell is, I think, the best ice cream that you can buy like at a store. It's like so good. So I bought us little Bluebells, which I'm gonna seriously enjoy tonight. I was very excited about that. They said they did it because they knew I know I look like literally rough. I need to take a shower so bad. Krista told me to stop by, and I was like, I can't because I have pee on my pants and I smell like sweat. But anyway, she wouldn't care, but I just cannot. I know they did that because they knew that today was a hard day for me. Today has been like, it's been so great. I mean, it's been amazing to travel. It's so good to be able to go home after not being home since 2019, Christmas 2019. And it's been just such an amazing trip, and like so just refreshing, needed. Like, we needed to see family. I wanted Zion to meet so many of the family members he hadn't been able to meet yet, and I was so upset that they hadn't. And obviously there's still even more that he hasn't met, even on my side, but especially on Manny's side. But it was definitely a start, and it was just a really good trip. But obviously it's always hard when you have to say goodbye, but I think it's definitely harder leaving home and coming back than it is when they leave here. I don't know why that is, but it just is definitely harder. Like, when I've been home for 8 days, which is the longest I have been, and probably the whole time I've lived away, I never really get very much time. Usually it's like 5 days. Anyway, so yeah, it's just been a really tough day as far as that goes. He's whipped. He's tired. We're tired, aren't we? I feel like my voice even sounds tired. I've had this weird cough. I'm not even sick, but I think it's some kind of allergy thing I was getting when I was with my parents. But anyway, so it's obviously been hard, like, when it comes to, you know, leaving family, and leaving my mom was hard because she's really was upset about it, of course. And so it's harder with a baby. I will say that it's harder because obviously I want him to be around them. I want him to see them. So we're gonna make obviously an effort. We always do, but everybody makes an effort, and we've always been able to stay very connected, and so that helps. But it's been a really emotional day. I cried a lot at the airport. It's just really hard, like, going to the airport and saying goodbye, and then TSA agents are like so intense, and they're like yelling at you over everything. and you're like just emotional because you had to leave your family and they're mad at you because you put something in the wrong bin. You know, it's like just very intense at the airport for a second there. But we made it through, and we have the world's best, sweetest baby like ever. And he was just a pleasure to like travel with, and it was just so fun. He just made it really enjoyable. And getting to see him at the house I grew up in. My parents still live in the house that I grew up in. And so it was really special. He's got the dish towel. It's not, we don't use it for dishes. It's a decorative, but he's rubbing his face with it. So anyway, it was really special. It was really amazing. It was such a great time, and we're so thankful that we got to do that, and looking forward to the next time. My sister already said she wants to come here in the next few months, next couple months, something like that. So I'm sure we'll be planning more visits, but don't lick my shoes, please. That's kind of yucky. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today's vlog. I didn't even try to upload when I was at my parents because they have terrible internet connection. It's really, really, really bad. So I'm just going to upload all of the stuff I took there now that I'm home. But I did want to say I've been posting on TikTok regularly, so make sure that you follow me there. I have a lot of plans for TikTok, so it'll be in the description. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. It's going to be a lot of really good stuff, and we're also about, if you're interested in IVF stuff, if that's why you're here, we're about to start a transfer cycle soon, and I'll put that on TikTok and also on here. So make sure you subscribe and follow, and we'll see you in the next one. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you. See you later.